Hello, my viewers, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And welcome to my YouTube channel. And welcome to my YouTube channel. Is that better? We're doing the Inception thing. Is that better? We're doing the Inception thing. Okay. It looks like we're ready to go. I forget. Yeah. I forget that we have to set up the microphone each and every time we do Streamlabs. So, let me go text a couple people. I'm live. All right. Figure this out as we go. Hello, my viewers, and welcome to Tibbs TV. My name is Johnny, and today we're going to play some Fallout 4. So, I guess what we'll do first is kind of just fine-tune the chat setup here. God, I'm so tempted to use live commentary only. Okay. That's set. Looks like things working. D-Chat, what's up, homie? How you doing, man? All right. So, Winter has been sitting in Mama Murphy's chair ever since she died. And I think that this is one of the most saddest things I've ever seen. Because Winter and Mama Murphy would always sit here together. Hi, Fred. Fred Willis dressed as a pirate. But Winter would always sit with Mama Murphy. And now that Mama Murphy has died, Winter's been sitting here in her chair, keeping it warm, I guess is the way to put it. And that's kind of heartbreaking because you can tell that they were friends. There's Donovan. Donovan has been writing in this notepad ever since he got here. We did change his hair color so it's more accurate. And then Fred Willis has been mocking and toying with Donovan the entire time. This is Donovan, the white lab coat. Hi, Donovan. He's ignoring me. And then this is Fred Willis, the guy with the Deadpool mask and the pirate hat. Do it look like time for idle chit-chat? Yeah, I know, right? And then Winter has claimed this chair. I'm not trying to point you out, but I'm just getting the viewers aware of what's been going on. We have... I appreciate that, Winter. This is our bathroom. It's not good. Then we got this room here. Oh, also, Winter has a new haircut. I don't know if anyone's noticed. But her hair is a little more scraggly. It's called a wolf. It's called Fang. That's the name of the mod. Hit the showers, Jack. That's the way to do things in the U.S. Army. Yeah, I think Fred's being sarcastic with all that. And then we also have our cage here. It hasn't been changed, but I like to show it off because this is how we punish farmers that don't do their job. And the farm itself has been growing because now what I've been doing is, because now that I know I can do this, I'll go to the fruits and I'll take
the daily choices you humans need to make regarding life and death must be quite a burden.
Thanks, Donovan. That's morbid. Jesus. We will go in here when we see potatoes. Like right now they've harvested them all. And what I'll do is I'll plant them over here so we can get more potatoes. We're going to try to fill out this whole field. I don't know if I want to get rid of the melons, though, because they use one melon per plot, and there's so much space around it that you can't plant anything, so it's kind of ridiculous. Same with razor grain. I'm not sure if I want to keep razor grain. Like, wheat is cool and all, but, like, it takes up a lot of space. Melons are the worst, though. So I'm kind of thinking, you like Donovan already? I know, right? Donovan's a great character. I'm thinking I might get rid of the melons. Because one melon per plot, look at all these plots. Look at all this empty space. And we don't really eat watermelon, so, like, what's the point? I might plant melons outside of the cage, like out here somewhere. I'm not sure, but like I'm not sure if I want it. I don't know if I really want melons. Because melons have it's a space
Javier,
problem.
you gotta take things one day at a time.
Thanks. I'm glad to see that working. She's even got her gloves on and everything. Um, but yeah, this is generally our farm. It's doing fairly okay. I think it could be doing better if you want my honest opinion. But figure out as we go. Oh yeah, and I know this is huge spot right here where there's nothing. I'm gonna put a plot here. I just gotta figure out what I want to plant. Right now it's not too important because we still have to fill up more spaces. So, aside from that, we did finally go to Cambridge and do the job that they offered. They paid us okay, but then the job was a one-time deal. We also have to go and clean up all these other places too. We have to get all these things in the. It's mostly defense, I've noticed. Grey Garden's got plenty of food. Anyway, we did Cambridge though, and that was somewhere over here. I don't know where. For the life of me, I can't remember where. So here's what we're gonna do. Our farm equals our house, pretty much, right? So that reminds me, I don't have my notebook in front of me. Hold on, I'm gonna try to lean because it's on my. Oh, I don't want to break my headphones. All right, give me a second. Am I still plugged in? Is it working? Okay, yeah. I don't want to ear rape you guys. If I can blow into the mic and it pulls up the red bar, that means it's too loud, which means it's working on this headset. So as you all know, my house is typically a cast of 9 characters. If you include me, it's 10. Varys, Donovan, and Dean will be sitting this one out. They will not be in the Fallout 4 series. Varys is more fitting in Skyrim. Davy is a pirate. It's more fitting in Skyrim. And Dean is the Dragonborn. He can only be done in Skyrim. Okay? Those characters will not be in the Fallout 4 series. However, in the Fallout 4 series, we still got to get Damien, Michael Myers, McCready, and Roy Gallows. This is how we're going to do these characters. This is when we're going to get them in here, okay? I'm gonna break the fourth wall, break all canon, let you know what the plan is so you know when to expect them to pop into the playthrough, which means we'll be here a while because this is going to be a full playthrough of Fallout 4. Damien is a merc. At some point in time, we're going to run across him. There's really no plan, but we can just figure out a time where it's convenient, where it makes sense, okay? Fred, Donovan, and Winter are considered settlers. I met them through Sanctuary, okay? So in canon, they are settlers. That means they all showed up here at the time that they did. Damien Domino is the mercenary of death. He will show up at a time where it's convenient, but he's a mercenary. It's got to be right, which means we might not meet him for a bit. Michael Myers, we're going to meet after we go to a mental hospital. And I know there's a mental hospital somewhere way off yonder over here somewhere. Somewhere over here. Sausage Ironworks, no. Cannery. I think it's this place right here. I think it's called Salem. I'm not entirely sure. Could be that place too, because that's a hospital. Sandy Cove's Convalescent Home. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The point is, we're going to meet Michael Myers at some point after finding the mental hospital, and I'll look it up if we need to. Oh, there it is. Found it. The Parsons State Insane Asylum, that's when we'll meet Michael Myers. So get ready. Mikey's going to be in the playthrough. McCready is only possible as we start exploring vaults. And, Vault 111. That's when we'll start doing the main story. And then Roy Gallows is the complicated one because he's Big Brother. Roy Gallows is technically a synth, a prototype synth. So, long story short, when the main story is complete, only then will we meet Roy Gallows because he has to escape the Institute like everybody else. We'll meet him probably in Far Harbor. And yes, I'm confirming this now. We are going to do Far Harbor. I did not know about Nuka World. If I feel like taking everybody on a family trip, we might. And family trips are fun. So At that point in time, maybe we'll do a family trip. I'm not entirely sure yet. But if we do, I will let you all know. Right now, Nuka World is not in my itinerary of things I want to do. We will, however, be doing Automatron because I want to get some of those droids. Probably some Star Wars shit going on. Anyway, for right now, today, I don't know what I want to do. I had a lot of things I had to do this morning, and I got home, and now it's my relax time. I might stop in the middle of the playthrough to leave for like 20 minutes to go cook something or grab something. I have not entirely decided yet. Do not quote me on that. I might just play the playthrough and get food after. But I really want some orange juice. Really craving that lately. Okay, we kind of covered all things that are going to happen for the most part, but today we're just going to explore a bit, find some stuff. I figure what we could do is we could start looking at all the vaults. McCready! Or, more importantly, this would be better to be honest, because it's all messed up, is we could go look at all of the hospitals. All of the hospitals. Anything with a plus in it, pretty much. And yes, that would also extend to the Parsons State Insane Asylum because that's technically a hospital. So we're going to probably do the hospitals today. Just because, A, I want to get Mikey in here. How do I make this immersive? We go to the hospital, and then Mikey shows up at our segment later because he followed us like Michael Myers would, right? That's how we're going to do that. But anyway, first things first, we got to go closest to farthest. So let's see. I don't really know where I want to start. There's also the glowing sea. We'll do that at some other point in time. I don't trust doing the glowing sea right now. Mostly because it feels like a pain in the rear end. Let's see. Here's one right here that's not far from a place to be found. I like how we cleared that one. The Milton General Hospital. You guys want to do some General Hospital? Like the TV show? If we zoom in here, all of these are easy to find because they're right next to each other. We also might try to clear out all these locations too. I'm just kind of figuring it out right now because right now I'm kind of just deciding what I want to do. We're not going to do anything in the ocean. That's a lot of empty space for a reason. Let's see, what is this? Libertalia. So this is Far Cry 6 right here. We're not doing Far Cry 6. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We already did Far Cry 6. Actually, we're still doing the Platinum Run, aren't we? I completely forgot about doing that. Let's see. We got this one right here, Kendall Hospital. And then we got MedTech Research and Medford Memorial Hospital. What I find funny is all these hospitals. Sandy Cove's Convalescent Home. I don't know what that means. General Hospital. I can only imagine who would play those roles. Donovan, Winter, and Fred. I feel like they would do it. I mean, they're literally the entire cast at this point, but still. And then we got the Parsons State Insane Asylum, which we'll save for last. Just because that, we're all going to want to do the Insane Asylum because that's literally, it's Mikey. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to do that Insane Asylum. All right, so let's go. Actually, first let's make sure we have everything we need and we can get all of our stuff off. I don't want to have a million things on me at the same time. We did also get a new settler. I forgot what we named her. Okay, hold on. Let me go through all the settlers again. Because maybe if I go through them all, maybe I'll remember. There's Larry, Amelia. That's Mo. Can't jump over this bush. Excuse me, Donovan. Excuse me, Donovan. Get the frick out of my way. I like how they're all getting all excited. They're like, we're going to go to the Insane Asylum. Like, you guys need to calm down. Just like, yeah, way too excited. They're all hopping around.
One of these days.
Amelia,
Biggest town I ever saw.
Mo, Larry,
I can't remember
where's
the last
Curly?
time I had clean fingernails.
And then Curly, right? We have one more settler, and I still don't remember her name. What was her name? Was it Stacy? Stacy, because Stacy's mom has got it going on. That's right. Named after a song that I used to listen to when I was in college. Where is Stacy at? I didn't give her a job, so I know she's wandering, but I might as well give her a job now. Oh, there she is.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
I'm going to give you a job. Do you want a job? Let me give you a job. Alright, let's see. What is Stacy going to do? Oh. I guess we could put her at the scavenging station. She said got it. Okay, cool. We're all square. It's a place to be insane, and things have been dreary lately. I know, right? Okay, so she's got the scavenging station. She's basically what the scavenging station does, it gets 2 pieces of raw material per day. Well, I think it's 2 junk items per day. It's one of the 2. And if there's no one managing it, then everybody only has to get 1 piece. Basically, the more sellers you have, the more you can get out of it. After 100 pieces of junk, though, after 100 pieces of one type of junk, it blocks off. So, let's see. All right, the whole gang's kind of more cool. I'm trying to see if we can how many people we can have too before it stops letting me have followers. Like, let's say we have Winter, Donovan, and Fred, right? I could add Mikey's. We have 4 people follow me at that point. But then let's say after 5 people, it just stops adding people to your team, and the rest just stay at camp, right? That's what I'm trying to find out. If we can get to all 9, actually, I think it's 8. Hold on. Give me a notebook real quick. Let's see.
Rust
1.
radiation proof, and a lifetime supply of power. I couldn't ask for more.
Thank you, Winter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gonna be 7 people. If you include me, it's 8. I don't count though because I'm the player character. So we're gonna have 8 people following us. No, 7. I mean, it's gonna be a full party no matter what we do. Yeah, things have been dreary lately. I've been dealing with, well, the toxic chats for one thing. I don't really want to get too deep into that because then it just brings down the vibe, right? People have been just rude. Like, it's not even criticism. It's just people looking to be a-holes for no good reason. And then, let's just fast travel here. We'll go to that bottom one first. And then beyond that, well, our videos haven't really been growing a whole lot, I guess is the best way to put it. Mostly because people are trying to tear them down. And at that point, that's just been dreadful. And then beyond that, there's been a major flux of just, well, 2 or more unwanted contacts in the United States of America constitute stalking. And we have a lot of stalkers. Like, we hate you. We're going to destroy your life. I'm like, you know, after a while, you think that they'd move on. But that's how you know these people can never actually be considered civilized adults. And that's how you know they don't have any actual responsibility in their life, because these people are just psycho. So there's that I have to deal with. That's been dreadful. On top of all that, when I got rid of the YouTube partner program, we could have been making money this whole time, but I had to experiment for some stupid reason. So that's been a thing. Shaw High School. You guys want to run into the high school? You see those things right there, those spikes? That usually means mutants. This also means mutants. Ooh, let's see, bottle caps. 44 rounds, like the Raz type meat. Let's not do the high school because I don't feel like dealing with toxic teenagers. We really, really, really don't want that. When are you? Oh my god. Donovan, are you serious?
There's nothing I like better than making some other poor bastard die for his country.
There is definitely a suicider nearby. It's a great we get mini nukes to kill those guys. Anyway, yeah, nuclear materials also have mini nukes.
Never fear, sir. We'll emerge victorious.
I like how she took cover and everything.
Takes care of that. Powering weapons.
Fred, get out of there. Of course.
Gonna eat your legs when you're dead, human. Oh, my.
Powering down weapons, sir.
You okay, Winter? Got a grenade back out of that. Anyway, things have been dreadful and dreary when it comes to the way people are. At least that's been my experience on this. And then, otherwise, not a whole lot's been really going on. Let's see. Excuse me, Donovan. You can get all of the ammo. I guess the Brahmin meat too. And I guess we get the meat. We can use the meat at our at our camp. It's kind of weird how in these bags you have all this random junk. Do we really want to go into the school? Because it feels like we're supposed to go into the school. No, this isn't the school. This is the Roxbury station. You guys are all tuckered out. They're all just getting a drink. You know what? We might as well do the same. Okay. I guess while they're doing that, I'll explore a bit. It's like, yay! Autism. I like how they're just sitting there doing nothing. They're like, Tibbs won't leave without us. Yeah, I guess not, but... You guys ready to go? Alright. Yeah, things have been just... Things have been just iffy lately. I guess that's the best way to put it. So this must be the hospital right here. I mean, I think things are slowly getting better, though, to be fair. Let's get that. We need the fertilizer. Things have been getting better, despite everything. It's just... You have to deal with all that negativity in the background. And I don't really know how to feel about the negativity. Like, I can't... Like, I can't have open chats, it seems like. But I guess that's not really a big deal because...
We may have some trouble.
Found you. That was amusingly simple.
You may suffer harm up to and including death if you remain in the area. This notice required by law.
Excuse me, Fred. We'll squeeze past you.
Initiating search for hostile target.
We're all in the bathroom, just huddling in here. That's outside. So this must be to the next area.
Attention. Fugitives should be considered armed and dangerous.
Let's see.
Continuing other dialogue has escaped. Transmitting description to designated law enforcement authorities.
I like how there's always bobby pins inside of the a laundered blue dress. We get that for winter. The fuse, the drugs. All right, guys, we're gonna go upstairs. Let's go. Come on. Waiting on you guys. Come on. Get in. Get in. Alright, fine. You guys can... We'll just go to winter.
Basement.
Welcome to the basement. Alright, let's see.
Hopefully the reward will be worth all that effort.
Are you being sarcastic? Hold on, we got a level up. Can we get the next lockpick? We can. Sweet. Alright, let's see. Son of a bitch. Alright, we're good. I don't remember what I was talking about. Something about negativity being a thing, but things are getting better. At this point in time, it's not even important. That reminds me, we gotta get that bank in the city, too.
Please remain calm if you are injured.
In 4 out of 5 diagnoses, doctors recommend a nice cup of tea and a good night.
Alright, you guys know. Jesus.
You'll only feel my breath.
Oops. I guess hiding behind the filing cabinets doesn't keep you safe.
Unidentified intruder detected.
Out of your room.
Beginning search.
Please.
No weapons, sir.
All right.
Targets in range.
Warning, this unit is not bound by the Hippocratic Oath.
Not.
Opening fire.
Clear.
Time for you to perish.
Please clear the area until order has been restored. Clear.
Where are you at, Donovan? Okay, could really use your help down here. Okay, let's see. Whiskey bottles. I like how they drank all the whiskey and then put the bottle back in the fridge. Like, what fucking a-hole does that? Just like, such a dick move. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna drink all the booze, but instead of sharing any of it, I'm gonna drink it all, and then I'm gonna put the bottle back into the fridge just to mess with somebody. Alright. Like, who does that? Seriously. Okay, yeah. This thing. This game definitely, now that I'm playing this game more actively, I guess the way to put it, it does feel like a looter shooter. Come on, guys. Is Donovan and Fred coming, or are they just going to hang back? Okay, we're on the second floor. Donovan and Fred will find their own way up, I'm sure. Vase. I wish you get wheelchairs for your settlements. The good news is we found a lot of supplies. Clean gray suit. We don't have one of those yet. Alright. I really don't want to jump down there unless we need to. Clean black suit. I guess there's no way to go but down. Yeah, I guess this is the only way to go. Oh, here's Donovan. Where does this go? That is an ugly dog. Like, where's its nose? Who messaged me? Oh. Alright, this goes to the next building. Remember this. I want to keep exploring the hospital before we go to the next building. The Jangle's the moon monkey. I guess everybody's gonna have a jangle. Looks like the children's wing. Creepy. Children are creepy. You know, children are creepy. Say about children. Like, you never notice that they don't do zombie children in zombie movies? Because it would be extremely creepy. Oh. There's a robot. We already were over there.
Do not attempt to flee. Justice will be administered swiftly and fairly.
Watch out, guys.
I'm going to look over here now.
As if I know what to do with dirty and
Oh,
disreputable.
it's right there.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Are you okay, guys?
Commencing.
Why not let the robot deal with it?
Okay. I like how there's...
Out of your room. This thing looks like smell of my
Donovan, I thought you were a pacifist.
Is in progress.
Nothing there after all.
Fugitive is attempting to evade capture. Beginning pursuit.
It's just little old me. Nothing to be afraid of.
Who's saying that?
Warning.
Please stand still and we shall begin the procedure.
Do not attempt to apprehend.
It's amusingly simple.
Alright, you guys, I think you're only to get back up here because I'm not going to be educating you guys on that. Alright, we got a locked door here. Son of a bunion. I'm going to be busy with something for a little while. I'm still going to be watching the chat, but I got to transcribe some stuff, which means I got to listen then. Write down what I'm listening to for legal purposes. No worries, man. Let's see. At this point in time, I have not a whole lot to really talk about anyway, so we're all good. I think I have the chats open normally because I try to have somebody to talk to or somebody to converse with. That's the point of the chats. But like I said, I close them because people are just toxic. And after a while, you get sick and tired of... Excuse me, guys. You get sick and tired of trying to talk to the chats. It's like... 2 weeks subscriber only mode weeds out the garbage. Let's go down here. Oh, this is the first level.
Caused all the discord around here.
Ground floor.
Okay, come on, winner. Come on. I think Donovan just jumped down. Donovan's always late. And then we gotta go here and look for the way up. And then I guess we're going outside. There's not a whole lot of places otherwise to really go.
Basement.
You come, winner? I mean, that's kind of the issue with chats, is that everybody's just toxic. Like, nobody wants to talk about the game. Everybody wants to talk about their weird fantasies and their... Like, I'm not a therapist. It's not my job to listen to all that all the time. It's just negative. And it does come off as wildly annoying, too. Because, like, I'll be talking to somebody, and you can't really hold a conversation with any of these people at the same time. Like, I can talk to people, don't get me wrong, but if I talk to them, it just contributes to the stupidity more, because people just... Nobody wants to talk. Everybody wants to be a jerk. And that gets old after a point. Come on, winner. Are you serious? It's okay, sure.
Please
Oh.
stand clear. This is now a free. Clear. Clear.
Find anything useful?
I just find it annoying to talk to people because, like, I want to be able to converse with the chats. I want to be able to... The whole point of a live stream is to engage with your audience. But my audience usually doesn't say anything to begin with, and the ones who do are just vile. Like, I can't believe how some of them are. And so I find myself not wanting to talk to my chats. I'll talk to anyone with a blue wrench because I know those people are civil and we all get along really well. It's like having a little place for your homies to watch and or play video games and talk about what's on your mind, you know? But when it comes to the general audience or people that are new, it's just like, I can't believe how many people have something mentally wrong with their brain. And I do think it's mental illness, because people should not be by default that hateful out of nowhere for no good reason. Oh, because they told me that we don't like you, so therefore we're going to crap on you. Like, that's not reason enough. Like, everybody's gullible and wants to believe one whack job. That's fine and dandy, but I don't need to be a part of that. Like, that is the truth of it all, right? It's just... I just can't believe how often people come in here and just rude. And it's rude because you have no reason to come in here and just start being a jerk from the get-go. Like, there's a limit to what is considered normal of that. Like, if you are in here and I'm being rude to you, if I'm talking shit about somebody, for example, that somebody has a right to be upset. Their friends, to some extent, have a right to be upset. But after a while, get over it. Like, it's people talking on the internet. And even then, like, how long can you carry a grudge? Like, some of these people go on for years because they've never been criticized before in their entire life. That's not normal behavior, to sit there and go off on somebody or to act like a nut job for, like, ever. You know, like, that just doesn't, that's not normal. After a while, let it go, move on. There's other things you could waste your life on. And what I find annoying to deal with is I sit here and I spit common sense. That is a common sense fact. If you don't like somebody, don't be around them. Don't converse them. Don't give them a reason enough to engage with you. Like, unless you're all about being a cunt. But, like, even that, like, there's a limit. Even I get bored with it. Like, it's just like, it's all the same nonsense over and over again. And I think what's annoying about it is... Oh, you're still here. You're all here. Cool. Let's go find that other door. What I find annoying about it is that I could sit here and try to be the voice of reason, but after a while it's like I'm talking to nobody. I'm just shouting into the void. Like, I don't want to deal with people like that. And I know the internet is full of people like that, but that shows the internet is not a good thing. The internet should be shut down in every aspect. People make millions of dollars with the internet. I get it. You know, like, we don't want to lose the internet. But considering how many people are just looking for a fight, if you hate your life, end your life. Like, there's not much I can really say, because sitting here saying try to live a better life isn't enough. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody. So instead, end it. Go off yourself. Since getting along isn't going to be possible. And I say that because so many of these people don't want to get along. They don't want to have a positive outcome. All they want to do is fight. And it's like being around Irish people all the time. Irish people, all they want to do is fight. Which I get it. That's kind of how their homeland is. But, like, we're in America. We're like, it's supposed to be land of diversity and bravery and all that other crap they spew nowadays. And what I think is odd is if we want to have a diverse country built on equality, if we want to have a country built off equality and getting along with everybody, fighting isn't really going to be the answer. Like, the amount of people looking for a fight is disgusting. And I don't know why people are so angry all the time. Like, it's insane. It's insane to me. And then in turn, like, I think about that. Why would I want to have open chats? Why do I want to talk to my community? Because I don't really have a community. My community gets chased off by these same people. They're upset because nobody's listening to them be a jerk nonstop for fucking years.
Found them, sir. Time for you to perish.
And let God sort them out.
Their destruction is at hand.
Wounded. Another glorious day in the U.S. Army.
I mean, realistically, after a point, we're not going to want to hear you complain all the time. Like that's also a thing that I think is just absolutely asinine. Is the amount of complaining people are doing. Like, if you don't like the content, don't watch it. I get it. You're allowed to criticize my content. But criticizing my content means trying to tell me where I can improve and what you find wrong with it. Not just spamming how you think I'm overweight. If you think I'm overweight, that doesn't mean the content's bad. That just means the creator needs to take a walk, maybe eat a salad. Like if we're gonna be real about the criticism, right? If you think I'm overweight, okay, then a criticism would be take a salad, eat a salad, take a walk. You're out of breath half the time you do your videos. It's unappealing to watch. Something. I mean, I'm just grasping at straws at this point, right? Instead, we don't get anything except for insults nonstop about how I should KYS. That doesn't help my content grow. And that doesn't help the content improve. You're not going to bully me off this platform. It's not going to be a thing. But, like, beyond that, it makes no sense that we all can't just come to some kind of understanding of what criticism means. Criticism is not the same thing as being a bully nonstop. And I think that's what it really boils down to, is nobody's trying to criticize me. Nobody. Because if they were trying to criticize me, we'd have actual criticisms. There would be actual complaints about the content where it needs to change. Instead, it's constant people telling me to off myself. Death is not a solution. Why is your hair green? You know what? I don't want to know. Why is your hair blue? His hair should be that color, let's be honest here.
Face me, you coward!
But, like, that is not... Unalivement is not a solution to content. That's not how you improve content. That's how you not have... There's no way to, like... Am I making sense? If I am, go to the comment section down below and leave a comment. Comment section should be held for review. They're not in the live chats, don't get me wrong. But anyway, yeah, that's generally the issue that I see. Is that it's not people trying to improve the content. It's just people being vile. Yeah, there's a glitch or something going on. So this must be a department store. This is definitely a department store. Or a rad roach or something. Let's see. But yeah, the amount of people begging me, and it is begging at this point, the amount of people begging people to unalive themselves, it's why I don't take criticism anymore. Because if you have something to say, I tell you keep it to yourself, otherwise enjoy the content. Because the amount of people doing this please die thing, like, once you die, you don't come back. I mean, that should be common sense, right? And the amount of people The amount of people begging people to die is just ridiculous. Like that is evil. When you're promoting someone hard to unalive themselves and you're begging them to die, all because you don't like their content, I guess. Like, I don't even. There's not even a good reason behind it. That's the thing about it. That's the part that really does irk me. Is there's not even a good reason.
Lost sight of my target.
That takes care of that.
There's not even a good reason. It's just people are in general toxic and hateful. At that point, why would you want to have open chats? Why would you care about anything anyone has to say? I mean, comment sections are supposed to be a place to give criticism, to give feedback, to help me understand you as a person, what your preferences are as far as the content, what you like, what you don't like, so on and so forth. And instead, they're used to promote absolutely hateful behavior.
How may I be of service?
Just carry some stuff. Just carry some stuff, Winter. Like, at that point, I have to wonder why I waste my time, though. Because, like, if I'm going to read through the comment section all the time, there should be a point. Like, there should be a reason why I'm listening to your feedback. If you're begging me to die repeatedly in my comment sections, that's not feedback. Therefore, why would I listen to you? I think that's the thing about it, is so many people are like that now that it's like, that's why I have my comment section locked off. Because I just don't see the point in conversing with a bunch of people who are mentally ill. And it is not normal to behave that way, so mental illness is the only explanation that exists. Mental illness is the only way I can explain it. Because normal people don't go around begging people to die like that all the time. Like, I don't care if people think it's funny. It's not funny. It's just vile. Because, like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna come into my comment section or my live chat, have something positive to say once in a while. I mean, if it was a mix of hatred and positivity, it wouldn't be so bad. I'm not saying all my viewers are like this either. That is really cool. They have those. If it was a mix, okay. So I guess in a way it is a mix of things, but I mean from the same people. If you come in here and you act like a buffoon, if you're acting like a jackass, there's definitely another super mutant here somewhere.
Nice try. Engaging hostile.
I can't tell what that is. That must be because of her hair mod. Because up until a certain point, we didn't have that issue. Okay, I'm gonna go figure out how to fix that mod issue soon.
Never fear, sir. Will emerge victorious.
Well done, sir.
Let's see. But yeah, that's why I closed up my chats, because I just don't see a point in talking to anybody anymore. I mean, you're either going to kiss my rear end and tell me I'm great, or you're not going to be in here. And I mean, I know that sounds extremely egotistical, but like, it's better than being told to die nonstop. And I don't care what the excuse is, that is never okay. Like, you don't see me telling people, die, please, please, just end your life, please. No, there's no reason to talk like that. I don't see a point in that. Like, sure, there's a lot of people I don't like. Being 5 right now. I'm not going to. I don't think they deserve the screen time anymore. I think I've wasted enough time talking about certain people. But, like, I wouldn't want them to die. I don't... See, you can't learn anything if you're dead. That is the way I look at it. I know it sounds messed up because, well, what about the death penalty for like murderers and rapists? Yeah, that and the pedophiles. Pedophiles deserve a bullet, don't get me wrong. But no one needs to die to solve your problems. I'm not saying we should give them equal rights and opportunities and freedoms. No, of course not. I'm saying death is not the answer. And what's funny is you don't get that same treatment from these people. A lot of these people that hate my guts are chomos and people who promote rape and murder. A bunch of people who are just some of the most disgusting people on God's green earth. I don't know if God's real, but let's assume it's God's green earth for a second, right? I hear another mutant. And all they do is make fun of you and tear you down. And then they say all this mumbo jumbo about you. Horseshit, really. It's horseshit. They say all this horseshit about you, expecting people to hate you by slander alone. Barely unlock a new hairstyle. Yeah, we're never going to use that haircut. If it was a holotape? There's a skirmisher down here somewhere. Down the floor. I missed my stop. Anyway, I guess I talked about it enough, but like, that is the general problem I have with live chats. And then people are like, well, don't you want to make viewership? Don't you want to grow your audience? You should endure. And that's the one thing about it that I think I can empathize with, is that I am supposed to endure. When God created all of his master plan for the human race, right? What did God's lessons all have to do? What all of the things in the Bible by God have in common? He wanted mankind to endure. I'm not saying you have to believe in God. No. I don't even know if I believe in God. Let's be honest here. Sometimes I look at the world, I'm like, how the fuck could God be real? Just, if we're being honest, right? Sometimes I have my doubts, if we're being honest here. But, sometimes I have my doubts. But what I am saying is, sometimes in order to win, you need to learn how to endure. I mean, they're going to do despicable, horrible, disgusting things. They're going to say every horrible thing they can to try and press your buttons. That's what people do. And if you want to grow on YouTube, not Twitch, not Kick, not Facebook, those platforms are built differently. I think those platforms are built better, if you want my honest opinion. But if you want to grow on YouTube, you need to learn how to endure. Because YouTube, look, I know a lot of people want to be YouTubers. YouTube is not the platform it once was a long time ago. YouTube is a shitty, disgusting place filled with shitty, disgusting people. It is no longer a platform for creators. YouTube is no longer a platform for creators. YouTube is a war zone for trolls. That's all it really has ever become. The bigger you are as a creator, the less they'll bother you. That's the thing. And I think that a lot of people tend to forget that. Because if you look at how the world is, it makes sense. It does fit. It's a very normal observation. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Um, but yeah, being that YouTube is not the platform it once was, if you want to grow on YouTube and you have open chats, you're gonna have to endure. If I open these chats right now, it's going to be a bunch of nonstop insults after a point. I think that is the ultimate thing that really does make it hard to enjoy being a content creator. I like playing Fallout 4. I like playing video games in general, to be honest. And I try to present gameplay in a fun and engaging way. Or at least in a way that people can say, hey, it's pretty cool. I know gaming isn't for everybody. Fixed it. It's fixed. I know gaming isn't for everybody. But, like, there comes a point where people just need to not be here if they don't like the content. Anyway, talked about it enough, I guess. Let's see. Police Precinct 8, Mass Bay Medical Center. Well, we should probably get out of here. We've already kind of explored everything. Ooh, what's this? The hair's still the same color. I guess Winter's hair is going to be green and Dawn's hair is going to be blue. Yeah, it's one of them bugs you're not going to be able to fix.
That's a museum quality piece.
I'm just borrowing caps and pre-war money. I don't know. I think after a point, there's no point in talking about it either. Because it's not like anyone wants to change it. I mean, I talk about it because I feel like it lets you get to know me as a person and where I stand with a certain topic or debate or why things are a certain way that they are. I feel like that's fair, you know? But it's not like YouTube's pushing my content out there. YouTube doesn't promote me unless I'm talking trash about trolls. And I think that that's another thing that makes kind of effed up is that if I want to grow on this platform, the only way to really do that is to open up these chats, allow people to come in mass and insult me nonstop. And if I ignore them, they'll ask me why I haven't raged yet. And if I don't ignore them, well, then the thing just blows up more. That's why closed chats don't work. Despite everything, though. But, like, who wants to put up with it all the time, though? Like, it's such a double-edged sword. It is such a double-edged sword. Who wants to put up with that all the time? Who wants to sit there and be degraded nonstop? Who can actually put up with that? Who can handle that? I can't think of many people that can just keep enduring that. I can't. Yeah, it works. Okay. Testing out the blood splatter. Because the green glow glitch that happened earlier. But that is the reality. Like, who wants to put up with that all the time? So, like, in order to get big, you have to be a punching bag nonstop. And here's the stupid part. Here.
Someone there? What? I'll wear your guts around my...
Here's the stupid part.
May have an enemy nearby.
I don't have a lot of options.
Well done, sir.
I could grow on Twitch and then see where things go, but like even that's limited. Like, who wants to put up with it? You either are a constant punching bag. No, here's the stupid part. Here's the even stupider part. Here's the even stupider part. How long do I have to endure that if I were to? There's no handbook on this. Nobody tells you how long you're going to have to deal with it. You're just going to have to put up with it till your numbers blow up. And then your real fan base will outweigh your hateful fan base. And it is a hateful fan base. These people are definitely fans. But then that I don't understand that. If you hate my content, why do you tune in, right? But that's the thing. Like, there's no handbook saying how long it'll be that I have to endure this.
No more hiding for you.
Not much of a threat after all.
Like, if I don't know how long I have to endure, then why would I want to endure in the first place? YouTube's over like, if you endure, you'll make a lot of money. Like, so you're basically saying, I'm a professional punching bag? Okay, back a little, though. Intermittently, I'm going through, we could be coming and going, and this looks like the asylum, if I'm correct. Looked like nothing happened here while I was gone. It's because we have it on commentary mode, right? Or we have it on sub-only mode for 2 weeks, I think. No, we're in a bus station right now. We're working our way to the insane asylum. Even that, our moderators have more to do if there's straight up open. But like I said, how long do I have to endure it? If I open my chats right now, I already know what's going to happen. People are going to come in and act absolutely hostile for reasons that don't even make sense. And I can put all kinds of blocked words and everything else. It ain't going to change anything. It always comes to regardless. But like, here's my problem. I am open to opening up chats if it's a guarantee that we'll be making money. Because at this point, it's the only thing that makes it feel worth it. You can make a lot of money by opening those chats and just being a punching bag. Okay, let's say we do that. How long before we actually reap the benefits? If YouTube is going to... If we're going to endure, which is really what YouTube suggests, right? How long before we actually gain a benefit out of it? How long before we get an audience out of it? Like, people are going to be like, God, everybody's just so... I've noticed that people don't want to comment because they're afraid of being attacked by those people. There's just no happy medium. I mean, YouTube's over like, please, join the YouTube Partner Program. Let me explain to you what retarded means, okay? Retarded basically is doing something with no benefit, no value, no common sense behind it. Just, it does not make sense to keep doing it, right? If we do this whole YouTube monetization thing, which really everyone's saying we should. Everyone. It's disgusting, actually. YouTube's begging us, saying, please, Tibbs, come back to the YouTube Partner Program. And I know I'm mocking YouTube, but like at this point in time, there's really no other way to go about it, right? You have to kind of mock the situation because I don't know how else to respond anymore, okay? So, okay, let's say we come back to the YouTube Partner Program. Our numbers dip every time we rejoin. This is the second time, and I'm sitting here like, if we join the YouTube Partner Program, our number's going to dip by like 80% again, right? And then I'm just like, well, what's the point of being in the YouTube Partner Program if we have no growth? And we have to endure harassment nonstop to get more growth. And you know what's funny? These trolls usually dip when they see that we're monetized because they don't want to contribute to a possible paycheck because they're that fucking stupid. Which means, I mean, at that point, maybe there's a benefit. Maybe maybe they won't do nothing, and they'll leave us alone temporarily while we're monetized. Like, I mean, maybe. But then they'll see people coming in here like, hey, hey, and they'll start saying things to like gaslight people, because misinformation and lying is how they make. They want you to hate me as much as possible by any means necessary. So they're gonna lie to you to try to convince you that I should be hated. Okay. That being said, they might. I don't know, man. I don't see it being worth it. I just don't. Like, there's not a lot of reasons to really do it anymore. You know what I mean? That's generally the point. If opening chats has a reason, I've yet to see what that reason is. Let's see. Bus station, LOL, practically same difference. If you see any bus station, whether it's LA or Philly, it's full of schizos and junkies having pitch arguments with themselves and yelling into the air. Yep, pretty much. I haven't seen that in here yet, but I know it's going to be a thing at some point. Okay, there's some kind of puzzle system here.
We can keep traveling as much as you want. I don't require sleep or food in order to survive.
I wasn't aware that roaming the Commonwealth could prove so interesting.
I'm glad you're infatuated with it, Winter.
Quite a few impressive devices around here.
I hear some. Let's play, little human. That sound, what is it, human? Let's play.
How'd you guys get in here? A bladed helmet. Oh, come on. Oh. Still can't get over how goofy the mutants sound. I know, right? Alright.
Someone there? Someone who's eager to kick their ass?
May have some trouble.
You okay, Winter? You're not supposed to walk in front of the grenade when it goes off. Alright, we have to go loot everything all over again.
What? Who's there? Where'd you go?
I don't think we're
Huh?
alone.
Gonna find you.
Are you injured, sir?
Let's see, what is this? Let's see.
What is it?
Give me a second. Okay. Let's see.
Every day is a good day to die.
Arm hit badly. Compensating.
Just a threat after all.
Let's see.
All this equipment makes me feel right at home.
Yay. Let's save.
Oh, what's that? No!
Okie dokie.
I hear something. Gonna be a good fight.
Let me have this one.
Go for it.
Time for you to perish.
Donovan, you're too slow.
Takes care of that.
You are too slow, Donovan. I had to do it for you. But what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a sledgehammer.
Glad to be of service.
You need to have a weapon. This is the wasteland. I'll give you the pulse mine. I'll give you the sledgehammer. You have all those weapons and you're not using any of them? Like, what the hell, Donovan? Just what the hell? I'm just saving nonstop. Okay. Do you ever step on a bathroom scale? I step on a bathroom scale and then you're so heavy it blows your head off. Figment of your imagination, that's what it is. Maybe I'm a scientist, but I'm also tough. Exactly. Alright, let's see.
Oh, well, you're just around.
I'm taking severe shoulder damage.
Leg hit.
Oh god! Oh God. It's okay. I saved. I'm glad I saved that time. He just got knocked on his ass. He just got knocked on his ass.
Human, let's blow!
Down the target again.
Ready to die for your country, you commie son of a bitch!
Good riddance.
Any idea where they went?
Prepare to be
Takes care
annihilated.
of that.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess. How long have we been streaming for? Hour and a half. I'm gonna have to go do something in a little bit. Run some errands. Winter's immediately there to avenge you. I know, right? Oh. I'm gonna go run a couple errands. Some stuff that I gotta go do. But we'll be back on later. Let's do a fast shuttle back to camp first before we do anything, because I don't want to die out here. I also got some stuff I gotta do myself. Yeah, and today's just been a busy day with everything. So I figure we explored 2 hospitals, or no, we explored 1 hospital, I think. And we're still working our way to the insane asylum. We'll get there, I promise. We will get there. But we got to explore some of the finer areas of Boston. So this is fun. And, you know, when we get back, we'll do some more. We'll have a good time. I might open up chats on the next one just so we can grow our videos more.
Need something?
What in the LGBT hell have you done to your hair? I don't know why. I don't know why that's happening to their bodies. Like, I don't know why that's happening. But I'll figure that out. I'll try to fix that in the next one, too. Maybe I have to put Winter's hair back to what it was. I don't know. Because after I entered in the Fang haircut, then it happened. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it here. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Mutating? I don't know. I mean, LGBT is kind of a mutation, is it not? I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Adios.